Let's talk basketball. This Thursday night is also the night for basketball. I'm told that Femi Adefeso, our basketball expert, is waiting to talk to us on the line from Abuja. Femi Adefeso, thank you for joining us on Sports Tonight. I've been told you've been on the line for quite a while. But what's going on? The NBBF National Division 1 Championship. Can you give us an update on what's going on in Abuja?
Tony, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be live with you guys there in the studio. It's day 6, and we have 6 matches today. But the most interesting part of it is the fact that there was more like an Atlantic Conference playoff for the solitary ticket to qualify for the DSTV League between Oops and Reed, a team owned and managed by former Dick Tigers captain Olumide Oyedeji, and the Police Basketball got relegated from the DSTV Premier Basketball League in 2014. And the young boys from Oops and Reed offset the card, beating Experience there 81-70. But that we ended, and more like they are all through because they've gone 7 games unbeaten, so far in all of the games that they've played. So the boys ultimately, as we can say, have already booked their tickets to play next year, in the DSTV Premier Basketball League. The Buttons are all have not lost, although Oops and Reed still have a game to play, and although on head-to-head basis, you can mathematically say they are all but through there. The Buttons gave a good fight. It was a full house. You need to see the number of policemen that were in the stadium today. I was beginning to think maybe the streets of Abuja would have been deserted from police and security, the way they stormed in to support the Buttons team to ensure that they won that game. But athleticism and pace played the better for the Oops team, and they eventually got the win. We also saw a very improved showing from the Undo Raiders, who were coming in also for the first time in a long time. You remember our own Shegun Question became their chairman of basketball, and they were able to put a good showing. 3 wins and 3 losses is what they've been able to gather so far, and they narrowly lost to Police Buttons by 3 points and Oops and Reed by 7. And all young players, so it was relatively in a very competitive affair, for the Atlantic Division. On the Savannah end, civil defenders, they call themselves, that's the MSCDC team, are all but through as well, although they still have 2 games in hand to play, and they have no margin for error in between those two. But they are stronger than their next 2 opponents, really, and I think they will take it. Benny Breeze is their next game tomorrow, and then they will play their last game on Saturday as well against the Parachuters, which I think they will take. But there will still be a battle for the champions, come Sunday, and who will be the division champion for Division 1 between the champions of the Savannah and the champions of the Atlantic Conference. But really, the eye-opening thing so far that I've seen in Abuja is the number of talent we have. The average age of the team, the players for the Oops and Reed is about 27. Also same for the Undo Raiders, which is even a little bit lower, which is about 25. We have the team also Raptors Basketball Club from Lagos, another team who has done themselves very proud in this championship with 4 wins and 2 losses as well. They didn't start very well, but they tried. They have an average age of about 24. So we are talking about a pool of young players who can serve this country if we're able to put some more investments in coaching and programs, and especially competitions that would engage some of these young stars. I've been thrilled with everything I've seen so far, and I'm excited for the future of basketball in Nigeria.
Femi, that's very, very encouraging. Thank you so much for all the updates that you've given us on the National Division 1 Championship currently going on. Before we allow you leave us tonight, Femi, the Lagos 3x3 tour, what's the update around that tour? What can you tell us before we allow you go take a rest tonight?
Yes, thank you, Tony. We know the 3x3 game is what is in vogue now. Everybody's promoting it, and the Lagos 3x3 tour have started for a couple of weeks now. Last week they were in Yaba Park. So this weekend they are moving to the island Ikoyi. The court in VGC is where they will be playing, and they'll be battling for places in the finals, which will take place in Teslim Balogun come next weekend. So these tours are taking place from Ilupeju to Ikeja, the Independence Park, to Roe Park, and then all the winners will converge at the Teslim Balogun Stadium to know who the champions of the 3-on-3 basketball championship in Lagos will be. It's been thrilling. Also, a good turnout of young lads, and it's FIBA graded approved, which means that these young guys who come out to play will be getting points, and sooner or later they'll be eligible to go for bigger tournaments, just like in tennis, where you gather points, ATP ranking points, and then you can go to the Grand Slam event. So these players playing not only going to win the sum of 200,000 if they win, they also get points that will make them eligible for other international tournaments recognized by FIBA, which they'll get invited for.
Femi, thank you so much for your time. We'll be expecting to have you live in the studios next week so that we can talk a lot more or take a lot more of the review of the National Division 1 Championship and, of course, some other issues around basketball in Nigeria.